There it goes. I see a Twitch ad on my channel, which indicates I'm live, perhaps? Yeah. There we go. Okay. So let's see how well this goes for me. I'm just gonna put this down here. Let's make sure in-game music is off. It's unmuted. Okay. Right. So, why am I here? I don't know. Oh, there was geranium, I think. Germanium? Something on this planet. Forgot what I was doing an hour ago. Took a break to watch Rick and Morty. Hang on. Should probably update this. There we go. Hi, Eddie. How's it going? Okay. All my stuff's updated. Alright, what's over here? Ow! Okay. That's why you don't drive too fast. Nope. Okay. Bronzite Cronkite. I think. Oh. Oh, that popped up. That's fine. Chrontrite. Got it. The window capture is a little hard to read on my end, but I'll figure it out. What are my buttons again? Nope. Nope. Okay. I forgot all my buttons. Okay. Cargo scoop. Thank you. I've played this game before. I know what I'm doing. Is this just carbon? I'll take the sulfur at least. But I actually need to be on my way because this is not what I came for. I go on alien hunting. Specifically, I need a meta alloy from an alien barnacle. On our way there. Yes, that's what I wanted. Yay. New materials. I like. Let's take this extra iron. Okay. Nope. Nope. Cargo. Okay. Right, so we need to go here. This is Is this it? No. This is where we're at now. Okay, we need to get out of here. Shit, come to me. Where are you? We are going to find some alien barnacles. Grant me your wishes. Oh, you're going all the way over there. Okay. Because we have a request from one of the engineers we're going to unlock tonight, named Felicity Farseer, who has invited us to her shop. It requires 1 meta alloy before she'll do any favors for us. So that's what we're going to get. And I know I'm like 2 years behind everybody else playing this game, who's unlocked all the engineers and all the grades. Oh crap, no. Ah. Rip. Yeah, so, like I said, the interface is a lot smaller than what I'm used to for the purposes of streaming. Maybe it'll come right back on down on top of me. I mean, I love this game. I bought it, I think right after it got released, back in 04. I bought it because I had just seen the trailer. I think it was the first E3 trailer. Oh, where are you? You're not on my radar. Where? What? Where's my shit? Oh, it's way over here. Okay. So, yeah, I bought this right after I saw the first E3 trailer of all games of No Man's Sky. And like everybody else at the time, I was like, dude, this looks dope, man. Like, I can't wait. Tell me there's games just like that I can play right now. So I grabbed this game, which ended up being a much wiser purchase. But I kind of put it down after a while because there wasn't much to do when I was playing it. And okay, board shift this time. There we go. And well, there's just a lot more stuff to do now. And No Man's Sky was kind of a flop, but it too has gotten better. The latest patch, I think, added a bunch of stuff. It's still the same kind of monotonous grind, but they added a bunch of things now, like a creative mode and I think there's a story now, although the story's not very good, but whatever. It gives you a reason to hop into the game and play it, so yeah, good for them. I am glad they're trying to improve it because I personally don't think that it deserved all of the hate that it got. I mean, yeah, the developers misrepresented the game quite heavily, but I mean, if you look back at those old trailers, like, we never actually saw any real gameplay. We just saw rendered scripted scenes, so we kind of let our imaginations get the better of us on that one. But for what it was, it accomplished its purpose, so anyway. But this game, though, like, once Horizons came out, I was like, oh cool, you can land on planets, that's awesome. But then there wasn't a whole lot you could do with that. So it's like, oh, okay, cool, neat feature, but not much to do. Well, now 2 years later, there's a crap ton of content in this expansion, so I just got around to buying it like 3 weeks ago or so. So I'm totally new at all of it. Like, I'm just barely learning what materials are, like this crap. Like, and then you can use it to modify your ship and stuff. This is why I wanted the geranium, because we can boost our frameshift drive if we wanted to. And I don't have much, only 3. Yeah, I need more than that. But so since I'm behind on everything, I never unlocked any of the engineers or any of that stuff. The engineers are what allow you to modify the various components of your ship. Things that will let me, like my frameshift drive will give me a more distance per jump than I currently can unmodified stock, which is good because at some point, see, we've done basically everything just around here within a couple thousand light years or so from the main bubble. Oh, where are you going? But I want to go all the way out here to Sagittarius A. This is where the supermassive black hole, the center of the galaxy, is. A lot of players have been here. There's missions that'll take you here. I will soon, but before then, I want a ship that can go more than 30 light years per jump. Because each jump takes about roughly 80 seconds to 90 seconds if you're efficient. And if you can only go 30 light years per jump, well, this is about 25,000 light years away. So, yeah, I need something with more pep to it. I mean, I've thought about getting a HOTAS, hands-on throttle and stick. I think it would be good for combat. Would make this a lot easier. I just play off of a 360 controller that I've had for many years. The left stick is getting a little weird, but I mean, it works. It's fine. I got no issue with it. The only thing it's not great at is combat, because I haven't quite got a binding that I like that feels comfortable enough to really navigate the ship well, maneuver it pretty well. So, but for what I'm doing, exploration and data hunting and all that kind of stuff, it's actually really good because I can just kind of lay back in my chair and just kind of play leisurely. But I do want to invest in a HOTAS at some point. There was actually one at Fry's that was a PS4 compatible one, because I think the PS4 version of this game just came out a couple of months ago. And it's like $50 or something for like a whole set. I mean, all the reviews seem to say it's pretty cheap. I mean, it is cheap. Like, a good HOTAS will probably cost you like, I don't know, north of $200, which is a lot to invest in a game, but at some point I will consider doing that. Anyway, let's get out of here, because what? Oh, there's an NPC here. Hi, Bubba. Well, I got nothing for you and I'm taking off, so later, buddy. Alrighty. So we are currently heading to Merope. I don't know, is the game volume a little too loud? Bring it down just a bit. Can't really get it. much lower than that. We'll give that a shot. Volume sounds good. Cool. Alright, we're clear. Let's continue. We're off to Merope because there is a very special planet there that has some interesting findings. I have no idea where it actually is located on this planet. I know there's some coordinates that will take me there, but I don't know how to read coordinates in this game. Like I said, I'm basically at... Ooh, that's an Earth-like. That is a... Those are some crazy snow caps. Well, let's scan it, because it's still worth something. Let's go. I did find my first Earth-like the other day, which is pretty exciting. I don't know how much they're worth, but they're worth a lot. Although, unfortunately, I didn't have a detailed surface scanner at the time, so I got kind of a basic scan of it, so it's not going to give me the full data for it. Am I going to overshoot this? No. Good. Yeah, so if you're an explorer, you can venture out into space. You get credit for any unexplored system that you've personally never been to. So, oh, it's not an Earth-like, it's a high metal content world. Oh. Well, it looks it. I mean, that looked like water, but I guess it isn't. It's okay. That's not an Earth-like. Alright. What does it have on it? Atmosphere. Yeah, it's water rich. 95.1% argon. Ugh. Yeah, that wouldn't be very conducive to life, I guess. But yeah, you get, oh geez, I'm gonna crash into the planet. So, any system or any star or any planet that you've never explored before, you can scan them to get data for it. And then you can sell that data when you get back to a starport for money, because people and factions, they're always interested in more data around the universe. If you happen to find a planet or a star or something interesting that no one has discovered before, if you're the first person to ever be there, then in addition to the payout, you get a 50% bonus, plus you get your name on it. So, for example, which one? This here. First water world. This was the first water world that I found flying out in the middle of nowhere by myself. Can I get you to cooperate? And you can see water world first discovered by Yasharo. That's me. So I actually have my first Earth-like bookmarked as well. Way the hell over here. 1,400 light years away from me. And that's it. But I haven't... See, the problem is, I didn't have a detailed surface scanner, so I don't have all of the data for this planet. So I'm not going to get the full payout of it. I suppose I can come back and rescan it and collect it. But you notice it doesn't say my name yet, and that's because even though I've scanned it, I still haven't turned that data in yet. I'm waiting to turn that data in to a very specific person once we finish our little adventure here. But once I do turn it in, I'll get the payout for it, plus I'll have my name associated with it. So we need to continue on our way. How is POE? What's POE? Oh, Path of Exile. Duh. Hey Mason, how's it going? I have it. I just haven't. I haven't installed and downloaded. I just have yet to play it. But it looks like fun. Hi, you're a red dwarf, I think. Let's honk the horn. Oh, this is a dead system. Okay. Moving on to our destination, which is one hop away. Let's clear the star so I don't burn up. So if there's no explicit waypoint or anything pointing me here, I'm going to have some difficulty finding it. Because we want to go to a specific spot on a specific planet. That white dwarf. That's not a white dwarf. What is that? I don't know. It's very, very bright. We want to go to... shoot. I actually... I'm not sure. Is there a nav beacon? Oh, there is. Okay, cool. That's gonna help me. Assuming I don't get interdicted on the way. Oh, I'm going too fast. Okay. Burn off some speed. And I'm not wanted, so I should be safe. Come on, get in there. There we go. Where are you? Nope. Navigation beacon. So this is going to tell us everything we need to know about the system. This is handy for populated systems. There we go. System data downloaded. Perfect. So I've already forgotten which planet I'm supposed to go to. Haha! Alrighty. Inara or something to the rescue, please. Let's see. Oh, you can scan me all you want. We want to go to Merope 5C. Yeah, so Merope. What's way out here? This one. Yeah, we're gonna have to fend for ourselves, so let's get there. Oops. Actually, is there a starport we can land at? That's okay. And we're off. Actually, before I go, get a good shot here. I'm very vain. I like taking pictures in this game. It's not really anything interesting. That's my ship. And it's about to get a hell of a lot faster once we're done with all this crap. Oh, we should scoop. Very important if you're traveling far distances, especially away from civilization. Pack a fuel scoop, because otherwise you are going to run out of fuel. Not going to be good times for you. Although there's an interesting group that have been around for quite a while. It's a player group called the Fuel Rats. And if you're stuck somewhere, you ran out of fuel or you forgot to scoop up and you ran out of scoopable stars on the way there, you can contact the Fuel Rats and they'll come out to you wherever you are and top off your engine, at least enough to get you to a nearby star where you can get some gas and be on your way. And they go pretty far. Like, there's a YouTuber I watch called, his name is Chaos Wolf, and he was telling a story about how he was really tired one night, wasn't paying attention, and ended up running out of fuel like a good 7,000 light years, I think, from the humanity bubble. And someone from the Fuel Rats actually hopped on and played the game for like 7 hours straight to get to his location just so he can top him off. So if you're ever in need, the Fuel Rats are there. But fly safe and you'll never actually need to worry about it. This is indeed, you can't really see because the starlight is kind of meh right now. But yes, this is an Asp Explorer. It's my favorite ship so far. I haven't experimented too much actually with too many other ships. I have a Vulture for combat, which I'm terrible at, but that's more the pilot than the ship. I have a Type 9 hauler, which is dubbed the Space Cow because it's big and massive and heavy, but it gets a lot from A to B, so it's really good for trading. I haven't done much combat in the Asp, again, just because I'm so terrible at it. It's not the best ship for it. Like, you certainly wouldn't want to use it for, like, assassination missions or anything like that. But it would be useful for certainly self-defense. You can use it for combat bounty hunting. But probably best to go with a wing if you're going to do that. I mainly use this ship right now. I'm using it for exploration, so it's pretty lightweight right now. It's got a 30 light year jump range because I don't really have much in it. And the plan is to unlock Felicity Farseer and give her this buttload of exploration data that I've collected, in hopes to go straight to grade 5 frameshift drive modifications so that I can go further than 30 light years, get closer to 50 or so. Okay, so it says here the coordinates are negative 26.35, negative 56.40. I have no idea what that translates to. So we're gonna have a bit of fun here as I try to figure out where the hell these things are. So let's get into orbital cruise. Just so I can get a sense of where I am. These numbers are going to be hard to read. Okay. Alright. Let's get here. Okay, so we need to be at negative 26. So we want to go this way. Way too far. Overshot it quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay. Alright, slow it down. 5, 6. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, so this seems to be close to. Oh, I'm getting too close to the surface. 6. Okay. Okay, somewhere around here. And we need to be at negative 156, and we're going the wrong way. So let's circle the planet. Really don't know if this is the proper way. Oh god, I've lost my original vertical too. Okay, maybe we can do this outside of the orbital cruise. Let's see. Oh, nope, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. 25. 24. 25. 26. Okay. Something like that. Okay, and now we just need to get on the exact opposite side of the planet. Oh! Okay. Abort? We're going after this thing. Because this may be equally as interesting. Although not quite what we came for. It may be a nice surprise. Assuming I don't get blown out of the freaking sky as soon as I drop in. What do we got? Whoa! Hi! You're a beluga. This. You're a damn tourist beacon. Ah! Oh, okay. Hi. Someone just messaged. Oh. It's just... It's telling me of an unknown probe. You're not an actual unknown probe. Okay, that was a waste of time. Oh, now we know. How do you know to get the engineers? If there are websites that will tell you how to unlock all of the different engineers. In this case, I actually got invited by Felicity Farseer and Elvira Martuk, because their requirements for invitation is travel, I think, a few hundred light years from your starting system, which I've already done. So as soon as I got Horizons, that opened up to me. You basically get a waypoint to the engineer, and they will tell you what they want from you, and then you can go out and go find it. In this case, she specifically has asked me to get 1 meta alloy, which is why we are here. Is there a difference? Is there a different one for different ships? So the engineers work on the various modules of your ship. So not your ship specifically, but all the parts that make up your ship. So things like your thrusters, your power distributor, your frameshift drive. All of these are core components of every one of your ships. And what they will do is they will tinker and modify with your various components. And it's a little bit of a random chance if you get a good roll or not with them. But if you're lucky and you're patient and you have enough materials to keep going until you get a good roll, you can overclock basically one of these core components. You can power up your weapons, power up your shields. Your frameshift drive will let you go farther distances per jump. Some of these have different trade-offs though. So for example, your thrusters may get you a lot faster when you're maneuvering out in regular space like this. Like right now I can go like a maximum of 394 meters per second. Improved thrusters can push that way further, but it may come at a cost where it generates more heat on your ship, or they take up more mass, which makes it harder to maneuver and reduces your jump range. How do you know where to get the items? So in many cases, once you visit the engineer, they'll actually tell you where to go, where to locate specific materials. If you're not sure where to find something, there's some wonderful websites. One of them is Inara, which actually documents all of the different engineers, all of the resources you need to unlock the various different grades of modifications, and then tells you where to find those items, how to find those items. Some of them you have to do specific things, like some of the parts you can only get from doing missions, for example. Some of the items you can only get by scanning signatures from other people's ships as they're jumping out of systems. Some of the items you can only get by mining. Some of them you can only find on the planetary surface of specific types of planets. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. And that's kind of why I've been putting it off. But, like, what else am I going to do right now? And I have a feeling this patch 2.4 is coming out. Patch 2.4, the return. That's going to be the final major update to the Horizons expansion after 2 years. And it's going to bring along a lot of really nice exploration changes that are going to be interesting to me, but they're also going to bring along the long teased, long awaited return of the Thargoids, which are an alien race that humanity fought hundreds of years ago in the game world, in the game lore, and have been gone. They disappeared for all this time until very recently. Things have started to pop up in regards to the Thargoids, indicating that they are not very far. In fact, might even be able to see from here. Let's see. I saw it on the other planet. There it is. That right there. That is a nebula called Barnard's Loop. And for the last few months, Barnard's Loop has actually been cut off from our access to it. The game has permit locked us from being able to venture in there. So we don't know what's going on over there, but I have a feeling when 2.4 comes out, we will have more information. Can you explain how you land on the planet? So, what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to land on this planet, but I want to land on a specific location, which unfortunately there's no waypoint that I'm aware of. Oh. Maybe... What is this? What is this? This is a... Oh, it's a point of interest out here. What about on the surface of the planet? We're over here. Is that... What is that? A convoy beacon. There's another one over here. Maybe that's related. Huh. That's one way to find out. So anyway, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to land on a very specific spot on this planet. Now, ordinarily, if you're landing on a base that's located on a planet or some sort of structure, there are waypoints that will guide you exactly where you need to go. So it makes it a heck of a lot easier to know how to approach the planet, from what side and where it is. Otherwise, if you're just going down there to farm it for minerals, so like this one here, let's see, this one here, so this one has tons of these different kinds of materials in here. If you need something in here specifically as, again, part of your engineer requirements, you come to a planet, you scan it with a detailed surface scanner, and it'll tell you all of the materials that are available on the planet and the percentage that makes up the whole planet. So you can see how easy or hard it is to find something. Like this one is rich in sulfur and iron and nickel and carbon, which are pretty common elements. Sulfur is a little less so, but if you need sulfur, this is a good place to get it. Germanium, 5.5%, pretty good place to find some. So to land on a planet is actually pretty easy. You just approach it at a certain angle. In fact, let's just do it. And I'll show you how it's done, and then we will take back off and try to find the exact location that we're at. So, landing on a planet requires you to approach it from a certain speed and angle. You see the little blue line there and the yellow line there. Basically, you want to approach the planet between those two. If you go below the yellow line before you enter this stage here, orbital cruise, you'll actually crash into the planet, and it'll knock you out of super cruise and do some damage to your ship, so you don't want to do that. So instead, yeah, we're on the wrong side of the planet where I need to be on, but anyway, we're now in orbital cruise, and we're going to come in nice and lightly, just watching our speed here, and you'll see in a moment we will exit orbital cruise and we'll enter what's called glide mode. And glide mode is just going to coast us down to within a few kilometers of the surface, where we can then find a landing spot. So we're going to drop from here. Now we're in glide mode. So now we're just letting the gravity of the planet pull us in. Down we go. And it will automatically kick us out when we get low enough. And there you go. Now you can see we're about 3.37 kilometers from the surface. And we're going to get a little closer. Just be careful because planets do have gravity. If you're falling too fast, you're not going to have enough thruster strength to counteract the forces of gravity, and what goes up must come down. And if you're going too fast, it comes down very, very hard. So I'm going to slow it down a little. Let's try to find, you want to try to find like a flat area, like over here. There we go. Bring down our landing gear. And you want to find a spot underneath your ship that is lit up like that. Kind of align yourself. The ship will actually tell you the vertical and horizontal alignment that you need to hit. Alignment okay, then just very gently set it down. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh. Connect. You're right there. Doesn't like the spot. Alright, let's move up a little bit. Oh. A little tricky sometimes. There we go. Feet on the ground. There we go. We've landed. That's pretty cool. Now if I want to, I could deploy my SRV, Surface Roaming Vehicle, I think is what it's called. Turn off the handbrake. And drive around and find stuff. Now if you wanted to, I think if you leave your ship within a certain radius, it'll automatically dismiss itself. You can actually tell your ship to dismiss, and it'll park it up in orbit. And when you're done, you want to get picked up, you just recall it, and it'll take you back where you need to go. Oops. Hello. But we're not gonna do that right now. We do want to roam on this planet. Oh, wait, there we but we want to roam in a specific location. So get back on our ship. We need to get on the exact opposite side of this planet. To take off is a lot easier than landing. Just start up your thrusters, pull up your landing gear, and go. Now, it is really slow to just fly in normal space. You can even see my ship's shadow there. Hello. There it goes. Let's turn our UI back on. Okay, so we need to get back into Super Cruise. And Super Cruise is just the FTL, faster than light travel that this game provides. So you're in normal space right now, but we want to be in Super Cruise. So to do that, we need to point ourselves 90 degrees relative to the surface. Fire up our frame shift drive. Point it straight up. And now we're going faster than light. Well, not right now. We're going 2 kilometers per second. You need to be away from planetary bodies and various stars in order to get enough speed to go faster than light, because the gravity of planets and stars will actually impact your ability to gain speed. So the further away I get from the planet, the faster I go. We actually don't want to go too fast right now. What we want to do is, okay, so this is good. We need to figure out, yeah, let's slow it down. Let's see. Negative 23, okay. So this is really difficult. Okay, I'm already lost. Oh boy. Alright. I wish there was an easier way to do this. It would be nice if you could set a specific waypoint to the coordinates. Like if you know the coordinates, it'd be nice to be able to set a waypoint to it. But the game doesn't want to give us that luxury. And that was another ship in Super Cruise that just passed by. Okay, so -30. Okay, here's the dividing line right here. -27. 26, 25, okay, right around. Here, okay. So somewhere around here. And we gotta get that second number to negative 156, which is actually pretty far. Let's just kind of park it around here. A little bit too far. If we keep it in this Goldilocks zone, we do get a little bit of a speed boost. I'm going to try to keep it above 0 so I don't accidentally drop onto the surface. Just keep it right there. Just keep it right there. There we go. Now, we still have to circle the planet again. And see, if you knew what you were doing, you could probably tell based on the features of the planet where you were. And use that to... Oh, goodness, we are drifting. We are drifting. I wasn't even paying attention. We are drifting badly. So that'll bring us back up that way. Alright, just keep it nose down. A little above 5 degrees, or a little above 0 degrees. Using it again. Okay, alright, hang on, stop. I should be able to go to a stop. We're actually close. C15. Okay. I think we're gonna get as close as we are gonna get. I want to hit negative 26, negative 156. And I'm tempted to nosedive it here. Ah, it's this way. I think that might be it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was this big blemish on the planet. This is what we came to look for. So we're gonna go right there. These are not natural blemishes found anywhere else on the planet. There we go. Okay. Now, where are those little buggers? Let's go over here. This is the general area over here. Throttle's down. See if I can see them from the air. Is that me? No, that's me. Actually. What's a Type 7 doing out here? Maybe that's where it is. Oh, it's so far! That's our first clue. That's a Type 7. He's taking off in a hurry. What did you find over here? Let's see, 26. Direction makes that number go down. Close. Maybe. Oh. Oh. Is that them? I think that's them. Alright, let's go ahead and park this baby. Carefully. Oh god. There we go. Alright. Let's bring her down slowly. Nice and slow. Gentle touch. There we go. Let's see if we can find anything here. Something. I don't know if that's my ship. There's definitely something artificial over here. So the way this thing works is, it's actually a good spot. So you see that little thing, little radar thing there, that's called a wave scanner. So what that thing does is it lets me find various things on the planet that are interesting to me. So the wave scanner is divided up into 3 parts: the top part, middle part, and bottom part. Anything that's on the bottom part, which is the part closest to me, is something natural on the planet. Whoops. So like, for example, see how I move this way. there's something at the bottom there, over there. That's pointing me to something natural on the planet, like some sort of element or something. The scan at the top there indicates something artificial, something that is not of this planet, that is emitting some sort of weird signature that is not supposed to necessarily be there. So for example, if I point it this way, you can see, if I stop here, see how it corresponds to my ship, telling me that that is a artificial source ahead, which of course it is. That's my ship. It doesn't belong here. So there's something else over this way. It's a little bumpy. But if we're careful, we should be fine. Maybe I was a little too far. Fuel reserves at 50%. That's because I was out here earlier and used up most of my fuel, but that's okay. When we get low, we have the materials to replenish ourselves, so we're not in any worry. I mean, the worst that can happen is if you're in your scarab here, you simply self-destruct and you'll spawn back in your ship. You'll lose your vehicle, and you'll have to go buy a new one, but those are relatively cheap. Uh-oh. Get out of here. So, all it costs you is a rover. You can go buy another one pretty cheaply to replace it. If your ship runs out of fuel and you blow that up, then you're in for more pain, because you'll lose any exploration data, any combat bounty hunter vouchers, any mission status, anything that you had, you will lose them, as well as needing to pay an insurance cost on your ship of about 10% of what it's worth. It's a little hard getting over these hills. So if your ship costs 10 million with all of its components in there, then it'll cost you about 1 million to buy it back after you blow it up. If you don't have the money, guess what? You lose your ship and you are back to square one in a Sidewinder. Come on. So, number one rule of this game is don't fly without rebuy. I'm telling you right now. So, like, see, I am not in my ship, so it doesn't say it correctly. But yeah, my balance there is 257 mil. My rebuy cost, if I was in my ship, was closer to about this ship, about 11 mil, I think. Was that how EVE Online does it? Yeah. So, I'm not getting any vertical thrust. Oh god, I'm slipping. Oh, because I'm going up a steep-ass hill. Look at that radar right there. I'm going damn near 60-degree incline on this thing. Alright. Try to get some momentum. There we go. So yes, don't fly without rebuy, because you will cry lots of tears if your ship blows up and you don't have money to replace it. Oh! That's what we were picking up. What the hell is this? This is not what I came here for, but It looks like a crashed probe. I don't have my data link scan. Yeah. Oh, I have to target it. What is this thing? Point telemetry links established. Intel package created. Did that do anything? You're not doing me any favors. Careful navigating the rocks. Tell you what, we're gonna dismiss our ship and bring it back closer to me, because I don't want to go all the way down that hill. Might even see it fly up out of here. Yep, there it goes. Bye, ship. So once it's in orbit, it's safe. You don't have to worry about it getting attacked. However, if your ship is vulnerable, while you're roaming around the planet, if somebody comes by, they can blow up your ship. So, you want to be very careful. I'm going to bring it back down here. There it is. And there are known players who like to... Oh, don't go in the hill. Don't go in the hill. Oh. Well, the AI is not usually the smartest cookie. However, I may not need it. Because we want, I think, is further down in that canyon somewhere. Oh god. Is it really all the way down there? Okay. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Yeah. So our ship's way down there, and we're way up here. Yeah. Let's try that again, because I do not want to drive down there. I guess I could go down this canyon over here. Let's get far away this way. Really don't know how these coordinate systems work. I think what we want is in this direction. There are special planets that players have found that have pretty good conditions, whoa, for buggy racing, which is something I'd like to try. In fact, I think our own Mercury is one such place. It's also home to one of the biggest planetary cities that we can actually land on in the game. Oh boy. Oh. It's one of the biggest cities in the game that you can actually visit, but you need a permit to be able to visit the Sol system, which is our home. That's where Earth is. That's where we are. You need a special permit to get there, and I haven't unlocked it yet. I think you need to rank up with Federation, which is one of the three major factions. There's the Federation, the Alliance, and the Empire. And at the moment, bring back the ship. Thank you. At the moment, we are aligned. Well, we're friendlier with the Empire because we want to. Is there anything? I'll take the sulfur. We want to rank up in the Empire. I think that's good. Oops. Because once we hit a certain rank, we'll be eligible to purchase several Imperial-only ships, including the Imperial Cutter and the Imperial Clipper, which are very, very nice-looking ships. And I plan on getting at least one of those. Hi! Okay, so driving on low-gravity planets is a little tricky sometimes. Stunt racing. I'm gonna land too hard because you'll. Oh God! Damn near went over that cliff. How far can I fly out the camera? Ah, dang it, there's a range. Yeah. It'd be nice if we can scout ahead if that's where I need to go. So, this game is on PC, Mac, Xbox, and PS4. Yeah, actually, we want to go over there. Let's go a long way. So the thing about the game is the universe is a living universe. So at any one point there are factions, there are warring factions, there are systems that are in a state of boom or a state of civil war. There are player factions that can actually influence different systems throughout the inhabited portions of space. All of that is persistent across all of the various platforms. So, whenever an event happens, or there's a community goal, which are group-run weekly missions that any player can be a part of, and they're group effort missions that are usually just a good way to get some quick money, but can sometimes be like an in-game event that all players will be a part of, and the outcome of that community goal will actually affect the rest of the universe. So all of that stuff is synchronized live and is persistent throughout all of the servers. However, unfortunately, if you want to actually play with different players, they are siloed. So Xbox players can only play with Xbox players, PS4 players can only play with PS4, PC Mac can only play with PC Mac. So if you got this game and you got it on PS4, I would not be able to play on this account. I'd have to first get a PS4, and then I'd have to get the game separate on a different account, which is pretty lame. Oh, goodness. But is kind of par for the course for consoles, unfortunately. Which sucks because this game isn't really a game that benefits too much from keyboard and mouse. In fact, I almost want to say keyboard and mouse is a disadvantage compared to like a controller. Depends on your your play style. I mean, I'm just rubbish with rubbish. Jesus, okay, so like I said, I watch a lot of YouTubers play this game, and it's mostly Europeans that play this game. It's a European developer, so they rub off on me. There actually is a HOTAS available that's cross-platform for both PS4 and PC. It's by Thrustmaster. I think it's called the Thrustmaster HOTAS 4. And I know Thrustmaster, that sounds like a rather questionable name for a consumer electronic product, but I swear to you, it's a HOTAS kit. I think like Best Buy has them, Fry's has them. It's like $70. It's the old version, the Thrustmaster X HOTAS, was for PS3 and PC, and this new one is compatible with PS4. And out of the box, this game comes configured with it. There is a control setup. Let's take a look here. Oops. There we go. Right. Stop. There is a control binding set for this game, specifically for that HOTAS setup. So I think the manufacturers of it work with the developers of this game to make sure that it worked out of the box. And from what I've been told, it works pretty darn good. And people who have this game on PS4, they rather enjoy it. So that might be something to check out. I've had my eye on it as well for a while. You know, for me, it's a couple of things. One, it's $70, which is, oh goodness, ow, I hit that a little too hard. You know, it's not super expensive, especially when like a joystick alone can cost you like $150. So for what you get is pretty good. I also have an issue because my desk is really small, so I'd have to like figure out how to like move my keyboard up. And oh god, there you go. I'd have to figure out how to move my keyboard up so that I can actually play properly with it. But at some point I'll probably get it. Like, just because it's an all-in-one, it's a good starter one for sure. And you know, if I want to buy a new one, a different one later on, I can. And also, you know, if I get a PS4, I decide to play this on the PS4 for some reason, it's nice to have something that's cross-compatible. So I think that might be on my Christmas list. Okay, we need to go down, and we need to be airport to do it. So I'm going to drive all the way over here, call my ship. I'm going to try to get over here, call my ship, and see if we can fly down there. I've never owned a joystick before. This would actually be my first one. Like, I know there's This angle is so cool. You know, I've never been interested in like flight simulators or anything like that. This is the first game that kind of makes me think, yeah, that's probably the way to go. Just to have the freedom to like really be able to control your ship. It's gonna take practice for sure. Alright, let's see if we can call it here. But I look forward to the experience. Where are you going to spawn? Where are you entering from? You're probably gonna be like, where is it? Oh, there it goes. There's a countdown from when you can call your ship back. Please do that. It's some sort of balancing reason. It also might be the ship needs to plot a course to figure out where to land. I really hope you're not going into... You're going into the canyon. Arsenic. I will take arsenic. Sulfur. Okay, where's my ship? It's funny though, because I think that this SRV, the rover here, I think would actually be easier on a controller, just because controllers are so optimized for like racing vehicles and stuff. But probably switch off. I know on the PS4 you can switch off between the DualShock 4 and the HOTAS thing, so you know you can use both. Alrighty, I missed you. Get under there. There we go. Ship. We return to our ship, the Outlaw's Reach. And if you can guess where the reference comes from, the name of the ship, the red paint, the red hair. If you know me, you'll know where that reference is from. And I am pleased to say that they have begun re-airing it on TV last night, which is awesome. Okay. Where are you alien bastards? Let's see, that's still not the right way. Yep, finally returned to where it belongs. Airs on Toonami at 2:30 every Saturday. And the answer would be Outlaw Star, if you didn't know. One of my favorite shows from my childhood. Back on. Okay. So we're actually... Still 26. Actually, we're going the right way. Yeah, I need to buy the Blu-ray for it. I bought that damn show like I bought the first set of DVDs from like Suncoast way back in the day. Those were expensive as hell. And then I lost 2 of them, or they were stolen from me. I don't remember the exact story, but I ended up buying it a second time. And then I think I lent those to a friend and lost those. So I bought it a third time as a anime classic set before Geneon disappeared, or Pioneer, or whoever it was. And then I lost track of that somewhere. And they just released it. Well, they released it on Blu-ray, I think late last year. Which is actually the polished, remastered version that we never got in the US. I think Japan had it for a limited run, but we never got ours. So now it's been remastered in HD Blu-ray. It took them like 4 years to finally do it. I don't know what takes so long, Funimation, but you did it. So props. This is not the right way. Damn it. Maybe over here. Man, we are like so close yet so far from this thing. Wherever the hell it is. Negative 26. Okay, now we're going the wrong direction for that. Negative 156. We're going totally the wrong way. Okay. Oh man. I should have just cheated and gone to that station and just bought it. I thought I could just find this thing. But no. It's like... Oh, you want to see alien barnacles? No. Forget that. This is really hard for... I cannot tell if I'm... Like... Am I far away from it, or am I like right on top of it? And I don't know how to make these longitude and latitude numbers go the way I want them to. I'm going 360 degrees and they keep going down. We're going up. Okay. Let's see. See, you're going back up. I don't want you to go up. I want you to go down. There. This way. Yep. No work, no reward, I guess. I suppose I could just watch a YouTube video to figure out how to navigate this thing. That's what I love about this ship, by the way. You can kind of see, like... The whole canopy is like just open glass, which makes this ship really fun to navigate in deep space because you can see all around. Hi. You can see down your feet, you can see everywhere. I think that's why it's a favorite amongst various explorers. It's not actually, does not have the farthest maximum range either. Not that way. Over here. that title would belong to the Anaconda, which is still one of the biggest ships you can buy in this game. But this little ship served me pretty well so far. Oh. I think we're getting close. Yes. I think we're getting close. Negative 26, negative 156. We're like right on top of it somewhere. Let's get a little closer to the surface. See anything here? Tell you what. Let's see, negative 26.3, negative 156. Freaking close enough. Oh! No, 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 no. Stop. Didn't mean to do that. Full reverse, full reverse. Let's see. Let's land. Let's see if we can get a reading on the wave scanner. Ah, we're coming in too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. There we go. Find suitable terrain around here. Oh yeah, plenty. Good, stop. You're a little fast there. Like a feather. Okay. Oh, we're hearing a strange sound over here. Hang on. Points are converging a little bit. I definitely want to try to find this before like 2 a.m. or some shit, because I've got work in the morning, and last time I stayed up late on a Sunday night playing this game, I deeply regretted it. Learning this together. this way? Something this way. Nope. Wait. We keep for. Take it. Manganese. Oh, I got a message. From Manager Jackson. A message for you, Sharo. There is some salvage that we'd like you to retrieve for us. You'll be well compensated for your trouble. Mechanical equipment, commercial samples. Oh. Nah. You want me to steal stuff. And while I normally wouldn't mind doing so, we got a crap ton of exploration data that we have yet to turn in, and I don't want to be caught with illegal goods and give security forces reason to fire on me as I'm trying to enter a starport. I don't want to give the feds any ideas until I finally turn that information in. So, I'm going to be out of luck. You know what? I'm going to dismiss my ship because I'm not driving all the way back there. It seems to be the direction where the numbers converge that I'm looking for specifically. So I'm going to keep going this way for a little bit. Better be worth this. Let's see. This planet's 1.18 Gs, so it's very low gravity. See, I was on a wow. Okay, I'm picking two things up. Whatever this is, it's closer. It's actually not where we want to go. So we're going to go this way. Steep downhill. Let's be careful. I want to go to our right. Let's get down. It's over here. Ooh. Getting closer. There's a lot of materials here. They... what? They despawned. Okay. Whatever. Moving on, then. Actually, I know what we're looking for is down a canyon. So... you know what? I don't even care about that. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're gonna go down here. I'm not even, like... it's just gravity pulling me down right now. It's so steep right now. Ooh. I love the way this game looks. I'm not even doing anything. It's just gravity pulling me down at this point. Alright, let's get back in. Let's go down. There we go. Come on. Down we go. Oh boy. I do not want to roll over in this thing. Ow. Even in low grab. Okay, screw it. Come on. Ugh. Ah. There we go. Boy, this is rough. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah. Is this how they do it at NASA? Almost at the bottom. Yay. Up. Oh, I saw something. I saw a blip. Yep, I saw a blip. It's very faint. Something is in this direction. Whoa! Airborne. Oh god. That's too much air. That's way too much air. There we go. Lost the signal. Shoot. I lost the signal that I was looking for. Let's pick this up and see what it is. Oh. Okay, there it is. It's just out of my range. For a minute, I thought, like, they flew into the ground and hit the planet so hard, like, they disintegrated as they fell, but that's not the case. I'm trying to find that artificial signal I saw earlier. I don't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. There it is. This way. Let's hope it's not another canister again. Or a down probe. There's definitely something over here. It's getting really strong now. This way. Oh, it is. It's a big one, whatever this is. Guys. We found it. We did it! Woo! Alright, let's approach with caution here. You are what I've been looking for. Definitely picking up on my scanner as an artificial form of some kind. But... Huh. It appears we're running on old information. Oh. You hear that? Hang on. That's freaky. Turn this off real fast. Dude. That's so creepy. What's the point of this game if you don't take pictures? We're in trouble, though. Because you see these husks all around. They used to contain barnacles that would give off the item we were looking for, which are meta alloys. However, as you can see, these things have been over-harvested to rot. This thing's dead. So this was actually one of the first sightings of alien structures that players found in the game. So this is one of the oldest sites too. And apparently, as usually happens when something rare and valuable is discovered, it is searched at. It is, well, searched for, studied, investigated, and then over time poached and over-harvested by other commanders that are also looking for what we came here to get. And the result is now this thing's been over-harvested, which means there is nothing for us to gain here. Sadly, we're too late. Did I scan this thing already? Listen to that. Research into the probes so far has been hindered by their scarcity, but with the number of probes found increasing, transmission analysis efforts ramped up, leading to a successful decryption. The transmission was found to contain blocks of octal numbers describing planetary data such as radius, surface temperature, gravity, and atmospheric composition. Those are the unknown probes, the unknown alien probes that have been spotted here and there. And apparently they've got enough of them to be able to determine that they're probing information about various planets. So what would alien probes this far into humanity space be doing studying different planets? Well, unfortunately, this thing isn't going to tell me anything. So we came up empty-handed tonight, unfortunately. But the search continues. I am glad that we found this, because this is the first alien sighting discovered in the game, and this is the first alien sighting that I have seen with my own eyes. There are vastly more interesting sightings out there, but I'm not inclined to go visit them just yet. And at least I found it and saw it with my own eyes. So, and actually, more importantly, heard it, because this thing is creepy. It seems dormant now. Oh. It sounds like Half-Life 2. I don't know why I thought that right away. It's kind of the old school Valve creepy aesthetic at work here. So anyway, what we're gonna do is, actually we're low on fuel, so let's actually save our materials. Let's call her ooh. I need to get further away from this thing. Oh, we gotta go way far. Alright, fine. Let's turn our wave scanner back on. So that's not the only place to find barnacles. There have been other sightings. And like I said, I can always cheat and just go to the station that actually has a few of them, because we only need one. And even though they're still quite rare, they're common enough for me to be able to at least obtain. Get a little more germanium, actually. Let's see. At 12. Oops. I always do that. I'm not leaving completely empty-handed. Oh, that's back to the barnacles. I at least got some germanium, which would be useful. Pick up whatever the hell's over here, call our ship, and see if I don't think we're gonna be able to do much more tonight. Let's see. Oh boy. Yeah. Need my consolation prize. Give me something good. Nothing. I'll take it. I already did. Waiting for the taxi. Gonna eat a lot of alien probes. I don't know. That's okay. That sounded wrong. There it is. You're late. Yes, screw it. I'll just pick up this random carbon. Don't really need it. But that's not better. There's the Outlaw's Reach. Get inside. And we're off. Gotta get the tunes back on, man. So let's see here. Next to a barnacle and continue. I'm just looking up some barnacle guides. This one's about a year old. There we go. So there's a site. Oh, that's the station. Yeah, there's a station where you can buy it. Your most consistent bet for getting any metal alloy is buy it at Dari Ellis in Maya, or steal it from convoy beacons in that area. Oh! You have to steal it from convoy beacons. The problem is... Actually, we saw a couple of them, did we? Yeah. Let's take a look at one of them. Let's wave goodbye to the dead barnacles. We hardly knew ye. But let's be on our way. Far enough from the planet to get out of mass lock. There we go. What the heck does it look like? So it's that deep ridge, 1, 2. I'm never gonna remember its location. Somewhere around there. Just in case I ever want to come back for S's and giggles. But where we want to go is on the other side of the planet. So we gotta get far enough away to get more speed. It was a very visible blemish. Anyway. Now, out of its gravity well. Let's see if I can drop into this convoy beacon here. Damn, look at that star. Look at that view. Can't wait to get to the Nebulan cluster. Just a wall of stars everywhere you go. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to be able to steal any of these. That's a Federal Navy ship. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to steal these. So, I guess they've been over-harvested. I'm just too late. So, I'm going to have to do it the cheap way. Let's see. Can you see it? No, there's Asteropy, there's Meropy, Steropy. We want to get to, let's see, Darniel's progress.
Frameshift charge detected.
That's not gonna help. Somebody warped out of the system. Let's see. Apologies, I'm trying to... Oh, it is in the Maya system. Okay, we're going to Maya then. It's like right next door. Yep.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's an anarchy system, so just be careful. So say goodbye to Meropy. Off to Maya. Just a quick 5 light-year jump. Hopefully it's not that expensive to obtain this here. Hi! Very bright. And even if it is a little pricey, we have some extra funds. Oh yeah, Obsidian Orbital. That's a good place. Money's Hub. I don't see... Where... it's a planetary outpost. On what planet? It's on Maya A2, so like... Oh, it's one of these... It's one of these bases. Can I purchase... Nope. You gotta visit the nav beacon. It's on the other side of the star. Okay. That star is bright. And it's also pulling our shipment stuff. Come on. There we go. Drop in here. Coming in hot. Knew it. Damn it. Where are we? Yeah, we're too far away. Back into frame shift. And... ready to drop right now. Pop. There we go. Alright, let's download the data for the system so we know where we're going. There we go. Easy. So it's, I believe it's this one, yeah. That's where you want to go. Alrighty. And there's... Am I near a ship or something? Cannot tell. There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So if you're near a large object, or in that case a large ship, it can disrupt your frameshift drive enough to where it takes longer to charge, because usually that takes just like a couple of seconds. But I must have been too close to a ship or something. But that's okay, because we're on our way to Darnell's Progress. See, now you're gonna see why it's so handy to have waypoints. So it took us like I don't know, an hour and a half to find that location. This one, however, is clearly marked on the planet. You want to slow down a little. Try to stay outside the star's gravity influence until we get closer to the planet. There we go. because this waypoint is going to make it super easy to find this base. Now, we need to be extremely careful trying to land here, and I'll explain why in a moment. Right now, I'm just... okay. I'm coming in from down here. Let's try to angle our approach. So you can see the waypoint is literally telling us, okay, this is where it is, you dumb MFer. Just don't crash into the planet on your way there. Okay. Let's keep our speed a little low. And only just a few hundred kilometers. This is good. And what we're gonna do is go in a little shallow prior to it. Because there is a pretty severe game-breaking bug when it comes to... actually, let's get a little closer. When it comes to planetary bases. Right there should be good. Because there are what this game calls skimmers, which are basic little sentinel drones that surround the outside of bases. And they protect it from any riffraff that's trying to start some crap there. Here's the problem. The game... oh, wow. I am lagging. Okay, so we're a little far away, but that's fine. Here's the problem. The base is on the surface of the planet. That's the station telling me to request access before I go in. So here's the problem. You see the base? It's down there on the planet. The surface skimmers are supposed to be down there with it. But they're not. For whatever reason, there's a bug in the current version of the game where they like to spawn about 5 kilometers straight above the base. Now, why is that a problem? Well, these things can only hover a few meters above the ground. So if they spawn 5 kilometers above the ground, they can't support themselves up there. So guess what happens? They fall. They fall very, very fast. So fast that they can instantly destroy your ship if they happen to hit it. And there's a lot of these things, and they circle all over the base. So the trick is to get in close enough to spawn them, and then back out of the radius where they would be effective against you. And then once you see them drop in and you can kind of see them on the ground, then it should be safe to navigate to the base. But prior to that, they are falling boulders that will wreck your shit if you get too close to it. So we're actually going to see some ships spawning in and out now. That's good. Okay, we're going to request docking permission. And what we're going to do is we're going to get just enough into the no fire zone to spawn these bastards. There we go. We're gonna boost out of here. There we go. that a ship? What is that? Oh, that's a ship. Okay. Trying to see... I'm very nervous about blowing up right now because I would lose more than just the ship. I would lose about 3 days worth of exploration data, which I do not want to lose.
5,000 meters from touchdown.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Let's hang out for a second. Let me see if I can just see them. If I can see them roaming around. Just give it a moment. Just hang out here. The ship is constantly moving because it's trying to automatically counteract the forces of gravity. So I'm holding it perfectly still, but yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and dock and cross our fingers.
Position authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay 08.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Automated approach, Commander.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh, I am so nervous. I mean, realistically, if I did blow up this way, I can send a support ticket to the developers and they'll, you know, give me back my stuff in a day or so, so it wouldn't be a total loss, but... Okay, I think we're safe. Yeah, we're safe. Yeah, we're good. Whew! I hope they patch that bug fast. And... down we go. Enter the hangar for safety.
Contact. Docking constraints engaged. Welcome to the port, Commander.
And we are here at Darnell's Progress. Alrighty, let's refuel. We can't do any kind of repairs. Nope. That's fine. So, just buy it here? Yep. Safe haven indeed. They have one meta alloy available. If you can find them, so they'll sell one to me for 88,000. They will buy them for 104. So if you can find them and you know where they're at, you could probably make some money doing this. A nice healthy profit, but we're not going to be greedy. We only need the one. It's 104,000 credits. That's nothing. And we've got what we need. There it is. So, is there anything? Like they have anything here, do they? They have better sensors. Yeah, they do, but it would impact my jump range. The ship's actually pretty lightly equipped right now. Like right now, like I have no weapons at all on the ship. If I got into a gunfight, I have no guns. This ship is for getting to point A to point B as fast as possible, and guns would slow it down. So. You can check out. See, this is what the ship comes stock. this here, and this paint job actually had to buy with real money, but it was so worth it because it looks so damn cool. Okay, so we got what we need. Now I think what we'll do before we end the night is we're gonna go see. Ooh, that's not where I wanted to go. Nope. That's not happening. We want to go to Felicity Farseer. So she is 389 light years away. She's probably about 12 jumps or so in this ship. 14. Alrighty, so 14, we can get there pretty quick. We're gonna go there, we're gonna hand in our meta alloy, we're gonna become partners with Felicity Farseer, who's going to engineer the crap out of the ship and allow us to do some pretty serious exploration. Lift up.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are clear for departure.
Good to pull the landing gear. Now, Felicity Farseer is also on a planetary base, so we're gonna have to be careful in our approach to go see her. But once we become friends, and I turn in all of my scan data from the last couple of days that I've been doing off stream, I'll have far less to worry about. So if I do get blown up, I mean, yeah, that would suck, but it would be, you know, what's the rebuy on this thing? It would be 1.6 million, which is nothing. I have 257 million. So 1.6 million is easy to get back. 2 days worth of exploration data is not. Alrighty. So we're gonna do about 14 hops. So let's get started. They have a whole bunch of different colors for all the different ships. The problem is the paint jobs that they sell, whether they're individual paint jobs like this one, or they're like packs of like 6 different colors and whatnot. The problem is they're per ship. So if you have a fleet of ships that you really like and you want to customize all of them, you're probably going to end up paying for a few of them. Now, they're not... Oh, I haven't done this in a while. Let's check the system here. That's too far away, so we're going to continue on. So, you probably don't want to do it for every ship. Like, I know I'm going to be keeping this Asp Explorer for a while. This is probably going to be my my main exploration ship. Probably as far as about 20,000 or so light years away from the bubble. If I go further than that, if I want to do like hit Beagle Point, which is on the opposite side of the galaxy, a good 65,000 light years away, excuse me, I'd probably want an Anaconda, which is a much bigger ship. It can carry a lot more, and it can actually jump much farther than this thing can. This thing is just good because it's a lightweight ship that can pretty much go anywhere. So I knew I was going to keep this one. So and this thing, the good news is the paint kits are not expensive. They're like, this one cost me like, I don't know, $1.50, $1.75 or something. It's another screen. Stop. The various like color packs and whatnot, depending on which one you get, they're like $3, $4 or whatever. So, you know, it's like little microtransactions, but it's a way for players to help fund ongoing development of this game. Because it's kind of like Guild Wars, where you know you buy it. You buy the base game, it's $30. If you buy the expansion Horizons, it's another $30. So 60 in total, and that gives you access to everything in the game. There's nothing you can buy in the game with real money that would actually affect gameplay. The only thing that you can buy in this game with actual money, besides the game itself, is just the cosmetics. So things like, for example, like this pilot's outfit I'm wearing is actually part of a set that costs like $1.75 or something like that. Like the base colors is like all black, and different variations of that, like an awful like blue color or red color, that kind of stuff. I wanted this because it looks cool. It's kind of Mass Effect-y a little bit. Actually, I can show you. Yeah, Hollow Me. So this is your Hollow Me. It's basically your character creator. So, you know, like these are the various outfits you can get. Like there's this set here that you can get. They don't show it here. There's actually a limited edition gold one that they're selling right now. Ooh, that actually looks shiny. So you can get these, but you know, as soon as you click it, it's like, you know, buy item at the Frontier store. So you have to actually throw them a couple bucks. This is the one I got. It has different color accents. I went with red, but there's like a turquoise-ish color, which actually looks kind of nice. I like the purple, and the yellow looks pretty badass too. I like the blue. I kind of like it, like Team Mystic kind of thing, but we're gonna be red for now. And you can, you know, you can change your hair style. You can you just customize it however you want, anytime you want, basically, which is pretty neat, and is the the first steps towards what the community dubs space legs, which is the ability to actually get out of your ship and walk around and do stuff. The developers have said that's already that's a ways away. That's not like imminent anytime soon, but hopefully it will happen, because it'd be nice to be able to target a star. It'll be nice to be able to walk around at various starports and whatnot and interact with other players and NPCs, perhaps even do EVAs on foot. So being able to get out of your ship, rogue around on the surface to get to a particular spot, and then perhaps do an EVA on the surface of a planet. That'd be cool. But there would need to be some sort of gameplay element attached to it. So we'll see what happens. I'm just looking for interesting systems, if there's any interesting planets to go and scan, because again, scanning stuff gets you money, and I like money. scoop some stars. So it's important for an exploration ship to carry a fuel scoop. In fact, if you can afford the space, unless it's a ship that's just purely for combat and it's just optimized specifically for close, combat and doesn't have to travel too far, you always want to carry a fuel scoop because that will allow you to refuel in space and not have to stop at stations every few jumps, because that would get incredibly annoying. Because I don't have a big fuel tank in this thing by design, because more fuel means more weight, or more mass, and more mass means shorter jump range. So I want to keep the ship as light as possible. So that I can get the furthest distance out of each jump that I can. Otherwise, we'll still get there, but it'll just take longer. You just have to be mindful when you plan out your routes, because not every star is scoopable. There's only seven out of the I want to say 20 or so star types out there that you can scoop fuel from. But there's actually an option in the game when you plan out your route that will limit. It'll basically filter out which stars you want to be able to travel to. So if you limit it to just scoopable stars, you can ensure that you'll never be too far away from extra gas. It's a dead system. All I'm doing is, you can see it's scanning and then analyze scan. There you go. All I'm doing is, I haven't been to these stars before, so I'm just pointing my ship at them and scanning for some extra data. Which will give me a small little bonus. These have already been discovered. See, this is first discovered by Commander Fleshhammer? No. FCH Sledgehammer. You can get creative with your names, I guess. So it's been previously discovered, so I only get the regular payout. I don't get the 50% bonus. And of course I don't get my name on the star. But once we get this ship modified and get a better frameshift drive and probably a couple other upgrades, we're gonna need all of the engineers basically. Like, I'm starting with Felicity Farseer just because she'll give me what I want. Next on my list is probably going to be Elvira Martuk, because truth be told, she can also give me the grade 5 frameshift drive modification, which is what I really want. But she also leads to other engineers that are going to help me in other ways, which I have a feeling is going to be very useful once 2.4 hits and we start to encounter our Thargoid neighbors. I have a feeling the engineers are going to be very important in developing technology as defenses against them. So we want to start getting friendly with them now. Because so far the aliens have not been aggressive towards us, although we do have a sordid history with them. They seem to be on some sort of move right now. And actually, one of these days, if we're lucky, may even get to run into one of these sightings. But that will be an adventure for another day. There's nothing here. Wait. Oh, yeah. So we're like in the middle of the humanity bubble right now, so pretty much all these stars in this area have been thoroughly scanned. There's not going to be much out here that no one has seen before. And we're also... we should get a little more fuel. We're also traveling some pretty well-traveled lanes as well, star lanes. 5 more jumps. So we're not going to find anything new, but we can still get a little bit of bonus on our way there. Like a brown dwarf or something. That is something. That is a big star. Damn. Let's see. First discovered by Commander Goldfinger. Look at that. Yeah, this is all scanned. Yep, brown dwarf. So you can tell how big it is. See that yellow line around it? That's what's called the exclusion zone. That's the area around the star that you cannot enter. If you try to enter in there, you will be kicked out of Super Cruise. Your ship will drop into normal space harshly, and you'll take some damage. The bigger the star, the bigger the exclusion zone. And depending on how hard you crash into it and what the condition of your ship is, you might actually burn up trying to get out of it. So be very careful not to crash into said stars. And this is also not scoopable. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing important. 3 more jumps. Get around it. There we go. You want to be careful not to activate your jump drive too close to a star, because you generate a lot of heat when you're getting ready to jump like this. And if you generate too much heat by a star, you're going to cook your insides of your ship. And that won't be good. Nothing in here. How far is that star? Too far. Be right on our way. There we go. I'll be right behind you, Eddie. Have a good night. Take it easy. I'm sure I'm going to be streaming this and other games quite a lot. So, anyway, have a good night, dude. Take care. And we're actually going to call the stream in a little bit, shortly. We're just going to get to Elvira, dock, turn in our meta alloy, and our exploration data, and then call it a night, because I need to get to bed. One more hop. Let's see. Nope. Nothing around here. So, Elvira's on this planet. I've been here before. Mark our map. Fuel up. And go say hello. Hope we don't get interdicted on the way there. There's a lot of ships in this area. And we don't want to attract too much attention. Because I don't know how valuable this meta alloy is to pirates. I assume it's a lot. Because they're so rare to find. So let's try not to get caught by somebody looking for a quick buck. We're so close to our destination. There's a lot of ships in this area. Oh, okay. They buggered off. I did it again. I've been watching too much Chaos Wolf, man. she is. And is she on the far side? No, she's closer to us from the gas giant. Good. Because that would have just been annoying. Because this thing really dampens our frameshift drive being too close. We want to get on this tiny little rock here. Let's see, where is she? She's on this side. Slow down.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, we got too much speed. We got too much speed. Oh, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, alright. Yeah, we overshot that by a lot. That's okay, we'll recover. Oh. Okay. Well, we'll do this then. Oh god, we're way too far. Don't black out, don't black out, don't black out, don't black out. Okay, that could have gone better. We're 20 kilometers away. Ideally, we should be 5. But, okay.
Take on empty uniform. Commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
Let's real quick. Wow, my system's lagging real hard right now. So I apologize for the stuttering right now. That's me. That's the game right now. It could be the stream. I don't know. Docking request denied. Why? Oh! I heard it fall. It shot right past me. Those damn things. Okay. Why? Why won't you let me in? Are all the pads full or something? Come on, Felicity, let me in. Well, there's one way we can probably work around this. Log out, log back in. And my computer is lagging so bad right now. I think it's telling me something. It's telling me, Jason, go the F to bed. Well, we'll be there soon. We just need to get inside the dang dock.
Lakon Yankee uniform, uniform. Commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
There it goes. Just taking my time, waiting for the skimmers to pop in. If you catch them, you can actually catch them falling to the ground. But they have to spawn first. So ordinarily I could usually would just nosedive right in, get within range, and then activate my docking computer and then go into the station. But I'm just so deathly afraid of these skimmers. That I don't even want to chance it. Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Give it a moment. There's my docking deck. I just heard it fall past me. Oh, that was my ship. Never mind. Oh, I'm paranoid. Alright. I don't think we can risk it. Come back online.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 0.
And we made it.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
So let's get inside the station. And we're safe. Let's see. Let's fix up our paint job. There's a couple internal systems. Engineer's workshop. So we're gonna donate that meta outlay we found or bought, and we are good to go. So this is the upgrade we want right here. Is increase FSD range grade 5. And in order to do that, we need 1 arsenic, one chemical manipulator, and a data mine wake exceptions. And those we have to scan from ships coming in and out of the starport. So we're not doing any of that right now. So we could do some upgrades, but what we're really here to do is turn in our cartographics, because this is why we are venturing out for 2 days. We racked up more than 2 million. We racked up, well, let's see. We start at, okay. Bring him a notepad. We're going to start at 257, 748, 523. Okay. So that's how much we start. So now we begin the laborious process of selling all our data, which actually, depending on the server,
Incoming message.
might actually take a while. Something happened. So he gives us that bonus data for all of the stars and all of the systems that we scanned, that we were the first to find. That was a water world, brought in a little over 100,000. Just tons and tons of data. And that's just the first page. We have hundreds of pages to go through. Wonder if I'm looking for my Earth-like. You've learned some information about a new engineer, Juri Ishmak. Check your log for more details. Huh. Neat. So this represents since Friday, I want to say. Since Friday night, so about 2 days, 2.5 days, 3 days. Probably about 250 star systems. All of which we've never visited before, many of which we were the first to visit. And see all of these different elements. These are planets and stars. And they all say, you're the first to discover. We were the first to discover all of these and to scan the various bodies that were there. The stars, the planets, everything. So we have our name put on every single one of these systems. Which, I mean, realistically, like, okay, who cares, right? Like, nobody's really going to fly out here to find it. You saw as we were going through, like, it's cool, you see other people's names in there, but it's not really that important. But once we get our ship outfitted with a decent frameshift drive, I plan on going out to pretty deep space, several tens and dozens of thousands of light years away, where there are far less discovered systems out there, and all of them are ripe for the picking. So there's a way to filter to find our specific Earth-like planet, because I was curious how much that was worth. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can skip this screen, because it's like, cool, you're the first to discover all of these things that I can't pronounce. Yeah, I'm just going to skip them because they take forever. Also, where you sell this data can impact as well. So the further out you go when you scan for systems, the further you are away. When you arrive at a station, the further that station is away to that star, they're likely to pay you more. So a station that is 500 light years away from a particular star or whatever, a particular system, is worth more to them than a station that's like 200 away. So but if you go out a certain distance, at some point it doesn't matter, because you've maxed out the distance, and they will just pay you the maximum anyway. So I'm trying to bring up my Windows 10 calculator here, but it's crashing. So we started at 257,480,523, and we're now at 271,593,439 for a net total of about 13,844,916 credits, so just shy of 14 million. Not bad for just flying around into empty space and just pointing the ship towards an object. And I think we can look at the workshop here, and just like that, we've unlocked grade 5. Have we unlocked grade 5? We've unlocked, yeah, grade 5 access already to all of our modifications. So yeah, you could sit here and, roll lower grade things and collect a bunch of random materials and stuff, or you can just explore for a couple of days, come back home, pick an engineer of your choice, and just get grade 5 access to everything, just right off the bat. So that's cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the grade 5, and I'm going to pin the blueprint. To see your blueprint, visit the engineers section of your cockpit status panel. So what I can do now is I can go to view engineers, and I can view the blueprint that I pinned. It's kind of weird that you have to actually go to the engineer and select which ones to pin. You can't just like see everything that they offer and what it costs and how to get that stuff. But that's what sites like Inara and stuff like that are for. It's because they have this information catalog for you. But I'm going to pin that because I need to know what I need. I need lots of arsenic. I don't have much. I need more chemical manipulators. I don't even know where the heck to find those. Components found in ships. Frequently just used by haulage vessels. Destroyed haulage vessels can be scavenged in the aftermath of combat in shipping lanes. Known to be salvaged from signal sources in high security systems. Chemical manipulators provide a means to control a chemical process. So I'm going to have to scavenge for those. And then the data mine wake exceptions, I'm going to need a high wake scanner and basically park myself outside of a starport and scan all of the wakes, the high energy wakes, from all of the ships coming or leaving the station. And basically wakes are just like the residual data that's left behind when a ship enters supercruise or jumps to hyperspace. So the idea is we find a popular system, we park our asses out there, and we just wait there and we just scan various systems until we find data mined wake exceptions in our data logs, and then we bring them to her and she can upgrade our drive. But that's going to be it for another night, because I'm beat. And I need to go to bed, and I've got work in a couple hours. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on VOD or whatever, please follow the channel if you like what you see. And I will probably be streaming a lot more of this game in the future. Hopefully my computer doesn't crap out on me. Yeah, and we'll have a lot of fun. We'll learn engineers together. We will outfit the heck out of this ship as much as we can. Hello. Actually, I want to get a view because there's not a lot of room. Let's go to the surface. And join me on this journey while we work to tweak the heck out of this ship, buy other ships. Ooh, ominous sounding. And make our way through the galaxy. Together on this journey. So, that's gonna do it for me. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. See you around. Okay, bye.